Athletics South Africa made headlines when Team South Africa won gold at the World Relay Champs in Poland. This can only bode well for the track and field team preparing to represent the country at the Tokyo Olympics. Now joining us to talk about this and all matters athletics at Central Gauteng Athletics President, Mr. James Moloi. Good evening, Mr. Moloi. Welcome to Sport on the Full View. So first off, Mr. Moloi, the performance in Poland from Team SA, is that a preview of what we can expect in terms of quality at the upcoming Olympic Games?
That's correct. In the first place, the team have done very well because they've been together all the time for about a period of 5 months. So now that's the promise that the team is going to do very well going to international because they've already qualified. And then they will come back again, they will join each other for the camp, and then they will train together for the Olympics. So I promise that they're going to do very well in the Olympics that are coming.
Now, we understand that there was an approximate 15 million investment for team fitness as well as high performance. Now, what impact has this had on the preparations as well as the performance of the athletic team thus far?
Not really bad, because now most of these team members, they are going to be in the Tekis, right, in Pretoria, PHS in Pretoria. So from our side, because they've been there for a long time, so they know each other now. So they're going back to join each other. So we are very excited to say we've got a full confidence with these athletes to do very well. So we don't have a problem. We don't anticipate any problem.
So, Mr. Moloi, talk us through how the qualifiers for Team SA athletes have been so far. What are some of the challenges that you've come across in the qualifiers, and how have you been navigating your way around those challenges?
So far, as you know very well, that we did encounter with the COVID that disturbed us. But at the present moment, we have put the teams together, we put the competitions together. That's why most of our athletes have already qualified that one. And some of the athletes that are running the relay, they are running as individuals, and then they've come together. So we don't anticipate any problem, because now already some of them, they've already qualified for the Olympics. It's only 1 or 2 that didn't qualify. But now at the present juncture, we don't anticipate anything, but we promise that the team is going to do very well at the Olympics.
And for those that have already qualified, is their performance currently at the level that you would expect it to be going into the Olympic Games?
Yeah, like I said, immediately after this, we are just going to send them back to the camps till up to July. So most of them will be staying together, train together, and practice the relay together. And some of those who didn't qualify, like 1 or 2, we will send them to Europe to go and qualify. Then from that side, they will join the other team going straight to the Olympics. But up to so far, for those who have all qualified, they will be together, train together, so that they can run very well like they did. But for those who didn't qualify, we will send them to Europe to go and qualify.
Now, we hear you talking about, for those that haven't qualified, you'll take them over to Europe to qualify there. But are there any plans that you've put in place to the extent that there is a COVID-19 third wave, because the talks around it are that the third wave is imminent?
Okay, like I said, we are just going to check. If, for example, we can't just maybe send to them Olympic, we're overseas. We might get a competition. We can put a Grand Prix together. We can put a competition, a very stiff competition together, so that they can have a competition, a chance to qualify. That way we are going to do.
Okay, so Mr. Moloi, we do know that you have put your name up there to run for the President of Athletics South Africa. Tell us more about the decision to actually run for the presidency of ASA.
Okay, as you know very well that you don't choose yourself, you don't nominate yourself. My province, Central Gauteng, nominated me because I was supposed to be nominated in 2014, but I declined because I was not ready. But this time, my province told me that, no, you must go back again and join the picture. So that's why I've accepted, and then now I'm joining the team. We are only 2 of us. But I've got a full confidence from the provinces that they've already nominated me. And then they've told me that now they are going to be behind me on Saturday.
You speak about previously declining when you were nominated. So what is the difference in terms of what you would offer now versus what you believe you couldn't offer back then when you declined, as you mentioned that you weren't ready? What is it that made you not ready at that time that you now have in place so that you are ready to take up the position should you be elected?
Okay, it was my first time at Central Gauteng. So now it's my second term. I've got experience enough to run the show, because I've already managed to run CGA successfully by bringing the sponsorships together in Central Gauteng, staging events together. So now I'm well experienced with the experience that I got from Central Gauteng Athletics. But my main aim is to bring more sponsorship to Athletics South Africa. As you know very well that you need sponsorship, you need TV coverage, you need a development manager, and then you need to put more money for athletes so that they can not over-race each other or over-race. So these are some of the things that I'm going to put together as a new president. So sponsorship is the first, and secondly is to put development office and put more races with more money, so that our athletes mustn't over-race all the time. They must just choose certain races where there's a lot of money.
Mr. James Moloi, thank you so much for talking to us tonight, and good luck with that upcoming election. That, of course, was Mr.
Okay.
James Moloi, who is the president of Central Gauteng Athletics, just talking to us about Team SA and their preparations going into the Tokyo Olympic Games.